Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean tall boots, and this is going to be a part 4 for my tack cleaning series. I'm going to teach you how to clean them, condition them, and polish them. And I'm doing this all for a show, so I'm doing it at my best effort. Also, I'm recording this after I've already cleaned some of them. I may have had half my face cut off and I didn't realize that the entire time. Go Rin! Also, my new tack room, kind of slash garage storage slash bike parking slash really anything. But I have this corner for my tack stuff. I promise I'll get you guys a barn tour eventually. I just have to recruit a sibling to help me record because it's kind of hard to record yourself when you're the one in the video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like a barn tour. And if you do, let me know if you would like it vlogged or just somebody recording me as we go around. And let me see your guys' opinions, because I don't really care how I do it. It's just I do whatever to please you guys. So do this either with the boot on your foot or off. I have these little boot filler things that, one, help keep the shape of my boot while it's not on and make sure there's no creases and it stays upright. And 2, it makes it helpful when cleaning because it keeps it steady while I can scrub it hard. Now you're going to need a bucket of water, saddle or leather conditioner, leather soap, 2 sponges, and boot polish shine kit. I think we actually got this one at like Walmart. I'm pretty sure you can get them really anywhere. It doesn't really matter. But first I'm going to take my sponge for my soap and I'm going to dip it in the water and just get it wet. And I like to wipe down the boot first before I use soap and conditioner on it, just to get the dust off and like the base layer of dirt off the boot. And the water, plain water, will seep into the cracks a little easier than the soap one will. And then I'll take my soap, dip the sponge in the water. You want it enough where it's not like soaking wet, but you need enough water that you're going to actually get some soap out. Kind of slightly dripping, or it'll drip if I squeeze, but not drip if I don't have anything. And I'm going to rub it in my soap. And then we're going to come in the boot. I'm going to lay it down flat so that I can get a better angle at it to scrub it. And we're just going to scrub. I like to scrub it in circles or up and down. Really doesn't matter how you scrub it. Just scrub it and make sure you get that soap and water into all the cracks so that you can clean out all of the hidden spots of dirt. In the seam of your boot is a very spot that a lot of dirt likes to stick and hide and be stuck. So make sure you scrub those spots nice and good. If you need, I take my fingernail sometimes and I'll just run it through the crack to get any thick dirt out and kind of break up the dirt that's there. If you start running out of soap on your thing and it starts turning into just water, dip your sponge back in your soap and then come back again. Mine doesn't really sud. It just kind of has like a layer and makes the water I'm using foggy. And just scrub until there's no more dirt left. The major spot you want to get is right here, because that's the part of the boot that lies on your horse and that your horse is sweating. So make sure you get that really well and unbutton your buttons and snaps to get behind them and under them, because dust will hide behind there and on like the insides of flaps. Just find anywhere on your boot that has like a different color that isn't black and clean it off, basically. Now with this, I like to start and just in circular motion spread it across the whole thing. Make sure it's evenly distributed though. You don't need clumps and spots that aren't there, and you don't need to get leather conditioner on the fabric piece right here. On mine, I have fabric right here so that it can help mold better to my foot. And so I'm not going to put any conditioner on that because it's not leather, so it won't soak in and it's just a waste of conditioner on there. But on the rest of it, I like to massage it into the leather nice and well. Make the boot shiny. And that's how you can tell where you put it or not, because where you put it will be shiny and where you haven't will be like that dull. As you can see the difference. Dull has no coating on it. This one has the conditioner coating on it. And just make sure you get it on there and distribute it evenly. and I'll be back in a second after I'm done. The reason you want to put conditioner on your boots is because it adds a waterproof layer or water resistant layer and keeps your boot from cracking, because the soap will dry it out and dries out any oil or dirt or anything that was on it. And so then you have to come in with your conditioner, otherwise your boots will crack, and that is like the opposite of what you want. So I just washed my hands, and a quick way you can wash your hands is to, if you're close by to your shampoo and washing bucket, just give like a tiny squirt of shampoo on there, scrub them up, and then go rinse them under water, and it comes right off. Or you can go inside and wash your hands, but like, who wants to go inside and wash their hands in a sink when you can just use a hose? Anyway, we're gonna have to do a little bit more waiting now to let the conditioner fully soak into the boots. So it depends on how long you have. So my show's not till tomorrow, so I'm gonna wait until tomorrow morning, and then I'll come back and polish them. I like the conditioner to soak in first. Otherwise, if you just put the polish right on top of the wet conditioner, it doesn't really soak into the boot, and then it all just kind of never dries. So make sure it dries for, at minimum, I would say 30 minutes, or until you don't see that shiny layer of the conditioner anymore. So I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll show you guys what you have. For you guys, it'll be like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I have let the conditioner soak overnight, and now I'm ready to come polish. You can really just use any polish. You want to get the same color as your boot though. So I have black boots, so I'm going to use black polish. If you have brown boots, get brown polish, and etc. I have a bunch of different ones. These ones are kind of dried out, but they work really well. It's the Kiwi shoe polish. They work really well. Mine are just a little dried out. It also, mine came with this like whole set of like sponges to distribute it, and this brush, and then a rag that is currently out in my horse trailer that I will go grab in a second. Or you can use the FX Stifle Politur. It's kind of a liquid, so I prefer this when you're in a quick have to polish it and go job. It doesn't get as shiny as the Kiwi, but it works, and especially in my moment of these are all dried out and don't work anymore, I have this still. So I'm just going to take the cap off, and as you can see, it's a liquid. So I'm just going to take my boot, and we will and just in circles, rub it around the entire shoe. You want to go in circles, and with how that we did with the conditioner, it helps massage the polish into the boot, and it helps it dry faster. You don't need very much. You just need a thin layer over it, and you will have to let this dry a little bit, but it's like 5 minutes. And once it's soaked into the leather, it then has the ability to polish. If you wait till before that, it won't polish as nicely, and you'll just end up wiping all of the polish off. The things to think about while you're doing this: 1, make sure you're kind of wearing crappier clothes or things that you don't really care about, or like that will wash out easy, or that you don't have to use in the moment. So like if you're doing this in show clothes, I would say put a towel or blanket or something over you. Otherwise, you will be black by the end of it. And then number 2, do not put polish on the bottom of the shoe. It makes it very slippery. And you would like that grip on your stirrup while you're riding. Otherwise, lose your stirrups more. Just don't do that. Bad idea. Learn from experience. Now, I'm going to wait like 3 minutes, but in between I'm waiting for it, I can put it on. I personally prefer to put the boot on while I polish it, because it gives me a hard leverage. You need to be able to push and scrub hard on it to polish it. And if you don't have a hard surface on it, it just doesn't polish. So sometimes I will get help from my parents to help me polish it, or I will stick it out. If you have somebody else to polish it, it ends up shinier. If not, can just polish it ourselves. What you can keep in mind is, in the time that you're putting polish on the other one, the one that you first did is drying. So normally by the time you finish putting the polish on the second one, the first one's pretty dry. But to test it, you can just come on and see how well it shines. If the polish is dried, you're gonna take a brush like this, or there's like these towels. Really any towel will work. But you're just gonna come in, you're just gonna scrub it. Now, my old horse trainer used to tell me that she tells us that you want to shine them until you can see your face in them. I don't have the best polish for this. It doesn't really shine that well, but I can get it enough. And you literally just scrub. That's all it is scrubbing. Polishing your boots also adds a waterproof protective layer to it to protect it from, like, if you get water on them, and it helps them last longer. And it shows it's nice just to have pretty things. I went in and massaged it with the brush. I'm now going to take the rag, and again, really any rag works. They have specific ones for it, but you don't need to go buy them. It's like that glasses, like to clean your glasses kind of rag. And it's kind of like that. But you're going to come and you're literally just again, more scrubbing. And you can see how, like, the difference, how it's getting shiny now. Just back and forth. Use that lovely elbow grease. Certain parts of your boot will shine better than others, just because they use different leathers in different spots. Like right here on mine is a thicker leather, because that's what it's against the horse and will wear out fastest. Versus down here, it's kind of thinner, makes it more breathable. So now you can see the difference of shiny. Now you can see the difference between it. Now that it's shiny. You're done now after you finish polishing them and scrubbing them and getting them as shiny as you can. The most important thing is to clean up after you're done and make sure everything's put back in their spots so that you can find it later when you need it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to check out part 1, 2, and 3 for how to clean your bridles, saddles, and girths. And I'll see you guys next time.